Welcome back. It's your girl Sarah, and I'm back with another Courier business hack. And today, I want to talk about something that's very important: pricing. More specifically, how to evaluate courier opportunities like a business owner. Because one of the most common questions I get after somebody finds an opportunity is, Sarah, is $2 per package good? Is $1.25 per mile good? Is $250 per route good? Is $1,000 per week good? And my answer is always the same. It depends. Because a rate by itself does not tell you enough. None of those numbers automatically tell us whether the opportunity is profitable. That's why understanding pricing is important. Now, before we go any further, I want to make an important distinction. The pricing structures exist at every level of the D&G Way framework. Whether you're using apps, subcontracts, managing multiple routes and drivers, or pursuing direct contracts, every opportunity ultimately comes down to a pricing structure. You may see pricing based on mileage, stops, packages, route, daily rates, weekly rates, or a combination of multiple pricing structures. At levels 1 through 3, platform users, subcontractors, and master contractors are primarily evaluating offers and deciding whether they make sense for you or your business. At level 4, you're often creating the offer, negotiating the rate, or submitting the bid. Regardless of the level, your responsibility is the same. Know the revenue, understand your cost, evaluate profitability, and make informed business decisions. So let's start by talking about some of the most common pricing structures per mile. This means you're paid based on the number of miles driven from pickup to delivery per stop. This means you're paid based on the number of delivery locations completed per package or per piece. This means you're paid based on the number of items delivered per route. This means you're paid one set amount to complete an entire route per day. This means you're paid a daily rate for providing your services per week. This means you're paid a weekly amount for your services for a route or your on-demand availability. And many opportunities use a combination of multiple pricing structures. You might see a route with a rate plus mileage included, or a daily rate plus fuel reimbursement, a per stop rate with minimum stop guarantees, or a completely customized pricing model. Now, let me give you some real world examples from my own experience. As a platform user, I've accepted opportunities paying around $1 per mile. As a subcontractor, I've accepted opportunities paying approximately $1 to $1.25 per mile. I've also worked subcontractor routes paying me $75, $175, $220, and even $245 per route with multiple stops. I've worked opportunities paying approximately $2 per package as a subcontractor. As a master contractor, I've worked opportunities paying approximately $4 to $8 per package and around $150 to $200 per route for multiple routes with multiple drivers. As a prime contractor, I've worked contracts paying $145 to $290 per mile. I've also made $500 to $1,000 for a single regional stop or delivery as a prime contractor. The point isn't that these numbers are good or bad. The point is that pricing structures exist at every level. Here's where most people make mistakes. They hear a rate and immediately decide whether it's good or bad. But a pricing structure by itself is incomplete information. If someone says they're paying $1,000 per week, your next question should be, how many days per week would I work? How many hours per week? How many miles per week am I driving? If someone says they're paying per package, your next questions should be, how many packages are typically available? What is the average daily volume? Is the volume consistent? How many miles is the delivery area? If someone says they're paying per stop, your next questions should be, how many stops? How many miles? How many miles is the delivery area? If someone says they're paying per route, your next questions should be, how many stops are on this route? How many miles to complete the route? How many hours? If someone's saying they're paying per mile, your next questions should be, how many miles are available each day or week? Because a rate by itself is incomplete information. The more information you have, the better you can evaluate the opportunity. Whenever you're evaluating an opportunity, I want you to think about 3 important factors. Number 1 is revenue. Number 2, expenses. Number 3, profit. Most people only look at revenue. Business owners look at profit. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say someone offers you a route paying $250 per day. Most people immediately think, oh, that sounds awesome, or that sounds terrible. But neither response is based on information. A business owner starts asking questions. How many miles? How many stops? How many hours? Let's say the route is only 80 miles per day. Let's say it takes us 4 hours to complete this route. And let's say that our fuel and operating expenses are relatively low. Suddenly, the same $250 route may look pretty attractive. Now, let's look at another example. Someone offers you a route paying $350 per day. Sounds better, right? But what if that route is 250 miles per day? What if it takes 10 to 12 hours to complete the route? And what if you're spending significantly more on fuel, maintenance, tires, and wear and tear? What if you're giving up an entire day to complete this route? Now, the comparison starts looking very different. The 250 sounds a little more attractive than the 350. Same industry, same vehicle, different opportunity. That's why context matters. Let's look at another example. Someone tells you they're paying $2 per package. Many people hear that and immediately think, oh no, that's not enough. But then you find out they're averaging 200 packages per day. Now the conversation changes because we're talking $400 a day. On the other hand, someone else offers $5 per package. Sounds amazing. Until you find out they're only averaging 15 packages per day. Do you see the difference? $400 here, $75 there. The pricing structure alone isn't enough. The volume matters. The consistency matters. The miles matter. The hours matter. Let's look at one more example. A company offers $1,000 per week. Some people hear $1,000 and immediately get excited. Others would immediately dismiss it. But neither person has enough information. Is it 20 hours per week or 70 hours per week? Is it 300 miles per week or 2,000 miles per week? Is it Monday through Friday or 7 days per week? Because a rate without context is incomplete information. And that's why asking questions is one of the most important skills you can develop as a courier business owner. Now, don't let the cost scare you away. And don't let the revenue reel you in too fast. Let the profit help determine whether the opportunity makes sense for you and your situation. Because we don't evaluate opportunities based solely on cost, and we don't evaluate opportunities based solely on revenue. We evaluate opportunities based on profit. How much revenue will the opportunity generate? What will it cost me to complete this opportunity or contract? And what profit remains after everything is paid? That's the real question. At a minimum, everyone should know how much it costs to fill up their vehicle, how many miles they get per gallon, their estimated cost per mile, and approximately what it costs them to operate their business or complete that contract. Essentially, we want to know how many miles are you driving per day, how much revenue is being generated per day, because businesses aren't built on revenue, they're built on profit. And that's the D&G way. And if you're still trying to determine which level you're operating at, make sure you grab my free D&G Way 4 Levels guide. It's going to also be linked below. Now, if you're currently operating at level 1 as a platform user, I do have my 100 plus apps guide to help you discover additional gig opportunities and apps that you may not know about. You'll find the link for that below. For levels 2 through 4, I'm currently closing my books while I create ebooks, guides, and templates to help you all succeed as well. In the meantime, if you're serious about building your courier business, check out my free playlist called Start Your Courier Business the D&G Way. If this video helped you think more like a business owner when it comes to profit, give it a thumbs up, hype this video, subscribe if you aren't already subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video.